Playing some Izzet Turns today. Keeping it going. Oh, man. The neck's killing me, bro. Trying to keep up on videos, man, but like with the way work was and everything else, just I've been so tired. So I'm trying to at least pump out 1 or 2 a week for you guys. I like this hand because we can find stuff, and we have like an early counterspell and Jwari Disruption, and we can also just sweep the battlefield later if we need it. So I think, and a Field of Ruin is never a bad thing when it's in one early game. I mean, like playing this later is just great in general because you want to get rid of those creature lands. But this is solid. I'll keep. No real necessary order for the colors. Looks like probably Izzet Dragons, because they play snow mana, so. Or mono red. One of the two. We'll go ahead and play this out. We will put this in our hand, obviously, put that in the library, put that in exile, and then we'll play the land from exile. We have mana for a kicked Cinderclasm, which is good. Yep, it looks like some sort of mono red deck. Maybe goblins. We'll just hold up mana here. Okay, so it is dragons. Alright, before our turn, we'll play Memory Deluge. Opponent wants to counter this, it's fine. At least get something out of their hand. They probably want to because they want to be proactive. Okay, that works too. We do have our combo pieces. Part of me wants to keep up mana just because of a possible gold span drop next turn. Okay. So they'll have 3 mana up. We will Memory Deluge, just to... if they want to counter this, that's perfectly fine. I like Fading Hope, and then we'll just keep getting our land drops. That's probably the best thing that we can do. We'll foretell this. That way, when we do get the mana going, we can just kind of start rolling through. We will discard at the end of our turn. That's fine. Oh, okay. They didn't make me discard. Expressive Iteration. I kind of want to just put this back to their hand. I want to force them to do things. Like, that's the thing. Because once we get to the turn, we have the mana. So, might as well make them do things. Ooh, that's brutal. So they foretold. I mean, honestly, part of me wants to just go for it. We don't really have any, like, answers to anything big except for Jwari Disruption. Could Field of Ruin their Faceless Haven. I think we'll just leave up the mana. Yeah, we'll leave up mana. Worst comes to worst, we can Memory Deluge. They decide to just be completely stagnant, which is what they're going to do. So we're going to go do this right now. Opponent might want to just avoid using counter spells. Okay, so we do end up getting land. Negate wouldn't be bad in the future. They want to cast an Alrund's Epiphany, I don't really care. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We play our Galvanic Iteration. They'll probably counter it. So let's give it a shot. Because we have the mana that we can cast another one next turn. We'll play this. Copy it. Get an extra turn. Opponent's done for. Yep, opponent's done for. There's no way they're coming back if they don't have a counter for that. So we'll test the talents. Malevolent Hermit. Probably take some of this out, to be honest with you. Maybe go down to one of these. These aren't really good in this matchup. We can bounce their Smoldering Eggs, which might be not bad to bring in. Kind of want to keep a good shell of counter spells against this matchup. Let's see. One of these, I don't know. I think we'll just take it out and we'll go with the Suspicious Stowaway. Because it could be pretty proactive. Opponent probably plays a bunch of Frostbites. They might take him out in this matchup. So we'll see. Let's go for it. Don't have any blue mana. That's my only issue with this hand. I don't want to keep and then... But it is a greed keep, and we are known for those. Let's go for it. I'm in the mood to play some Magic today. I've been playing, by the way. It's not that I don't play. It's that I just don't record all the time. I'm so tired lately, man. It's just been rough. Hopefully we draw into blue mana. We did not draw into the blue. We're still making land drops, so we'll do our foretelling of our own. Next turn we have to play a land, so whatever we get, we get. Oh man, that's killing us. Well, once that tapped, I mean I could have... you know what I should have done? Just bolted myself and gotten rid of that Faceless Haven. That's what I should have done. Okay, opponent's probably foretelling, saw it coming, Alrund's Epiphanies, things of that sort. We did get our blue, which isn't bad. We'll go ahead and play one of these. They want to counter it, that's fine. I don't think that's too heavy of a counter target right now. Goldspan Dragon is a little backbreaking. But we have ways to deal with it that we just drew. Now we'll go ahead and just do this. Suspicious Stowaway. Memory Deluge. We try it. Put this in the library. We're just not hitting the lands we need right now. It's been kind of rough on that end. We'll go ahead and just destroy this land, get a blue, and that way if they decide to cast anything huge, we have a way to sacrifice our Malevolent Hermit. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're also not, like, stupid dead yet, so... Might as well counter that. I don't want them to get extra value. Is what it is. We kind of had clunky, weird lands going on, so... We're probably dead this turn. Opponent doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, though. Man, we are really struggling with lands here. Let's go for it. Yeah, we're just going to move on. Opponent got a better start than us. not much we can do about that. Yeah, we'll throw an extra one of these, take out Suspicious Stowaway. Now that I kind of know what they're doing, might make it a little better. Probably just like a traditional Izzet Dragons list that tops out at Goldspan. They might have Imareth, but we can bounce Imareth and counter it later. Oh, man. Okay. I mean, could have a worse starting hand. We'll keep. Let's go ahead and put this on a blue. Got our red. We'll just pass. Opponent plays Smoldering Egg. We'll probably bounce it. Just kind of keep setting up our land drops. Okay. Foretells. Makes sense. Awesome draw. Kind of set up our draws a little bit. That's a great card to see. We'll put this back in the library. I want more blue mana. There's not a lot of red going on that we need to multi-spell with, so... We're just going to play this one patiently. No reason to go too crazy. We do have Field of Ruin X100, so... we can deal with that Faceless Haven. We'll go ahead and just push that Faceless Haven out. We'll fix our mana a little bit, get them reds going. Alright, my turn. You know, that's not a bad card. We'll go ahead and leave stuff up. Test of Talents. I mean, we can... Jwari Disruption, their Goldspan turn. Okay. Feel the Prismari Command. Makes sense. Opponent is thinking. And we will blow up their treasure token. Because why not? Probably ship this Field of Ruin if we get a land. Okay. Yep, that'll work. We do get a land. Be nice to see some card draw, but we're going to have to go ahead and just pass the turn. Opponent's on their heels. I don't care about that much. They can set up some stuff here. I would love to see like a Disdainful Stroke off the top. That would be really beneficial. But we drew into more land, so what we're going to do is just hold up mana. Galazeth Prismari. Okay, you can have your Galazeth. Create some treasure tokens. We'll bounce this, force them to have some sort of answer if they want to. Expressive Iteration isn't terrible. almost want to test the talents that. We're going to test the talents, divide by 0, so they have less counterspell options. Get rid of that. They have a couple negates, it looks like, which is a little brutal. We'll get our own divide by 0. We will put this back in the library. I kind of need my untapped lands right now. Part of me will honestly, we kind of have to. They can negate that, that's fine. I pay 1. Okay, sure. So opponent can just pay 2. That actually helps. So we're going to play this. Battle of Frost and Fire. Opponent will more than likely spend their negate. And then we can just ship it back to their hand, and then they're going to cast it again. Not a surprise. We'll ship this back to their hand. They can, that way they can recast it, but we have, if they start churning through their mana, we can at least counter their last counter spell here. Slow them down a little bit. Mascot Exhibition is not terrible. We'll blow up their Goldspan. They have another one, but that's okay. Eight, 9. Okay, so we can actually play Galvanic Iteration plus Mascot Exhibition. Man. We'll do it this way. We'll give it a shot. All in with the combo. Going for it. Okay, opponent had every answer known to man. So 9. We're not going to draw into what we need here, so. Okay, Izzet Prismari, makes sense. Definitely want to be doing that. Of course, they have everything in the known universe, and we're just going to quit. Look, I mean, it was what it was. Opponent had 17,000 counterspells in their hand. We tried to churn through it. I kind of needed better answers. I wasn't drawing super well. It is what it is. We'll move on to another one. Might be some background noise. At my apartment complex, they're working on the fascia outside. And the gutters, so kind of dealing with that. Happy birthday to my sister. It's pretty crazy. Thalatos. Alright, play first. Got our colors. A couple Cinderclasms, divide by 0. Plenty of answers for plenty of different decks. And we will play our blue. Okay, Golgari Control. Interesting. Word? I know that that's like a Lolth deck. So, and probably Ren in 7. We'll just play the Hall. No real reason to go too crazy here. Pestilent Cauldron. Interesting. Sacrifice synergies. Usually a jank card, so could be cool. We're just going to go ahead pass turn. So we'll Memory Deluge at the end of the opponent's turn. Yep, you can create pests, that's fine. We have answers for them. This is all opponent's going to do, and they're just going to smack in with a 1/1. We're going to pass turn anyway. And Memory Deluge will set up our hand for the future. Yeesh. Let's just grab the 2 things that we can use to cantrip find stuff. Sounds good. We'll just pass turn. We can crack Field of Ruin. Fix our colors a little bit. What does this do? Spell, cost 1 less cast for creature desired, return target creature. Okay, so it's reanimation. Calling Ritual. Interesting. We'll go ahead and just clear the board. Then gain some life. It's fine. Probably grab a second red here. We will play the Expressive Iteration. Put a Cathartic Pyre into our hand. And then put the other one back in the library. Play this island. Foretell you. And then we'll call it a day. That's cool. You can do that. You do that. That's all opponent's going to do. Who cares? Kind of want to do this, to be honest. We'll discard you. Discard you. Want to draw into lands. Yep, and we do. Play Mountain. 4, 5, 6. We can attack for 7. I think we'll just hold up Deluge. This isn't that big of a concern for us. If they want to just put the token into the battlefield, yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and bounce that. So, that's amazing, actually. I kind of want to just we'll crack this, blow up this land, and then we'll grab some more blue basics. That's fine. My turn. We'll play another blue. Galvanic Iteration. Alrund's Epiphany. 2 extra turns. We'll play this on red. Oh, Infernal Grasp.
Oh no.
Sorry about the noise in the background, guys. It's kind of how it's happening. We will end the turn. Disdainful Stroke is interesting. We'll play this as a land. Go ahead and just divide by 0. Battle of Frost and Fire. We'll attack. Kill their Wrenn in 7. Force them to have stuff on, or force them to have things. Keep their board presence low. Opponent's got, they're trying to draw cards, but it's like kind of like interesting at least. We're gonna bounce this back to their hand. My turn. I think it's time we mascot exhibition. Start pumping away at their life total and move forward. Disdainful Stroke. Not happening, buddy. That's game. Golgari control. Interesting to think about. So let's bring in a Burning Hands. We'll bring in a Smoldering Egg, and we'll bring in a Battle of Frost and Fire. They're going to have a lot of removal. Negate's not bad. They play a lot of stuff early. That could be useful. I think I'm going to go down to one of those, actually. Thinking back and thinking on how I want to play against this matchup. This is a strange matchup. I know there's a Golgari control deck going around right now. I know Huey Jensen created one. This could be useful because we can bounce tokens. I'll go down one of those, and then we can go down one of these. Well, we'll try it this way. Oh. Okay, I mean, we have answers for stuff. We'll give it a shot. Cathartic Pyre is pretty good. They have nothing. Okay, so this turn they have nothing. That's pretty good. They want to play something for 3 mana. We can counter it. Amazing. We'll just Jwari Disruption that. Get some value. Drawn like champions. You know how it goes. I think we'll hold on to Cathartic Pyre for now. We'll just play this tapped. Hold up our answers. We want to, if opponent doesn't play anything, then we can just Cathartic Pyre at the end of turn. Maybe ship a land. Binding the Old Gods. Yeah, well, that's going back to your hand, buddy. We'll go ahead and grab Mascot Exhibition. We'll play this. That way we can kill any creature lands. Why are they playing Binding the Old Gods? That's fine. Whatever you want to do, bro. to your defensive Binding the Old Gods. We'll discard 2. Cinderclasm. I think we'll just discard Cinderclasm. Okay, Alrund's Epiphany. That's pretty amazing. We will draw into a card that we don't need. We'll go ahead and just foretell this. We'll put this tapped into the battlefield, and then we'll move on. Not gonna happen, big dog. Play this as our land for turn, and then I think we're gonna go ahead and Alrund's Epiphany. Play another land. We will attack in. Opponent's got to do something. Culling Ritual's fine. That doesn't answer their immediate problems. Yep. Opponent's going to quit. Okay. I mean, we played this matchup a little bit better than the last one. Last one I probably could have played a lot better. And maybe been a little bit more patient or taking time with the plays, you know. And then there was probably also, you know, other factors, variance involved in that matchup. But this matchup, they just didn't stand a chance. If this deck gets to 7 mana, 8 mana, and there's no counterspell reaction, then you're just kind of screwed. So let's get into another one. Still playing some Izzet Turns. So who do you guys think is going to win Worlds? I voted Paolo. Like, you can't. The dude's on fire. I mean, it could be Gabe Nassif. Like, Nassif definitely has a chance. And I know he's been chomping at the bit. This is an incredible opening hand. We got Disdainful Stroke, Memory Deluge, Expressive Iteration to set up our hand and all of our colors. We're going to keep it. Our end game we'll keep. But yeah, definitely believe it could be Gabe Nassif as well. I think that he has a shot, and he's been waiting to make things happen. So this tells me that the opponent's got Deadly Dispute. So we're just going to chill. Sedgemoor Witch, interesting. This is a pay 3 life, so we're going to kill that immediately, actually. We'll pay 3 life. Get rid of that off the battlefield. Play this on blue. Okay. This doesn't bounce Faceless Haven, so what we're going to do, try and find an answer. We do. We don't have the mana to use it yet, though, which is kind of rough. I mean, we do. We'll go ahead and pay 3 life. Opponent wants to just activate Faceless Haven and attack. We have an answer for that, so we'll go ahead and kill that. They have 1 mana. I think that's Village Rites. Starting to stabilize. We'll take 1. I'm not really that concerned about that. My main concern is getting rid of Faceless Haven. Cathartic Pyre. Hit our land drop. That's good. Oh, wow. I think we'll just keep pushing the turn, because if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Opponent wants to play Faceless Haven, that's fine. Yeah, take 1 damage. Mono black control, which is a really cool deck. A lot of treasure synergies. Lulf is interesting. Eye Twitch is just frozen in the middle of the air. It's just, I kind of want to attack. I don't know. We will sit back. Wish I had one more land. Okay. Jwari Disruption is interesting. Alright. We're just going to pass the turn. It's fine. You can feel to ruin my stuff. We're going to divide by 0. Get rid of this Eye Twitch. Sure. Opponent's definitely got blood on the snow, but that's okay. You can do that. We're not concerned about blood on the snow. I'm going to play this. See, that's the thing. If I discard, I don't draw into a land, I don't have an answer for Faceless Haven, I'm dead. I think that we'll just keep this up. Cinderclasm's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could just play Mascot Exhibition. Opponent casts Blood on the Snow. Probably brings back Sedgemoor Witch. I think right now our best bet is just to pass. Leave up Cathartic Pyre. Leave up Disdainful Stroke for any Planeswalker shenanigans. I think we'll just... Actually, we'll Expressive Iteration, because then we can at least hit a land drop this turn. We'll put this into hand. This in the library. We'll play that as the land for turn. We have answers for stuff. Okay. Smart gaming. That's what we want to do now. Opponent wants to blow up the Hall of the Storm Giants. That's fine too. Opponent's definitely going to have to eventually try this, so we'll go ahead and kill it. We'll pass. I think we're in the clear now. I think. Second Eye Twitch. I mean, honestly... Let's end the game. Let's just end the game. Okay, Pest Summoning. It's fine. Play our land. Play our Galvanic Iteration. We'll play this. We now have 4 extra turns. Opponent's dead. So, it's pretty amazing. That's 3 extra turns, guys. Opponent's like, are you serious, bro? We'll play this, because they're just going to blow up our Hall of the Storm Giants anyway. Yeah, just move on, man. Move on. That was pretty wild. Let's go with, gosh, opponent's going to be playing, like, spot removal like crazy. Let's do this. I don't think Negate's very good. This answers their, like, tough... Because their end game is always Lolth or Kaya, correct? Well, it's mono black, so it's got to be Lolth. This could be interesting. We'll just keep it. I don't know if having spot removal is that good in a matchup like this. Cinderclasm wipes out their 1/1s. I don't know if there's anything I want to test to talents. I guess having one copy would be interesting. I didn't see any treasure synergies. But we can pretty much say it's safe to say if they're playing Sedgemoor Witch. I guess... Is this card really worth it, is the question. Or is this... I'm stuck on these two. I think we'll give Test of Talents a try. We're up a game. Maybe countering like a Lolth or something really screws up their plan. And we have answers to wipe the board, so... Our plan is just better. This is a good hand. I think I can manage with this. So we can find stuff if we need to. We'll play this first. Hive of the Eye Tyrant is such a good card. Like, it's so good. I just think it's super cool, too. Drew into another Expressive Iteration. We're going to play Expressive Iteration. We are going to put that to the in our hand. Put that. I mean, we have so many lands. We'll just play it. That's the problem with this deck, man. Like, it's just a bunch of 1/1s. That's all it is. It's a bunch of 1/1s. We'll put this in our hand. We'll put this in the library, actually, and then we're going to put this on the battlefield. Discard one of our 1,000 lands. We have another one, so I'm not that stressed about that. It's actually helping us fix our mana a little bit. We will grab a blue. Another Shambling Ghast. Well, we'll definitely do that. So, leave up Memory Deluge. They're only dealing 4 damage. They try and play something big here. We at least have answers. Yeah, I think we're going to play Memory Deluge. Cinderclasm's amazing. I think we can roll with Prismari Command as well. Play this on a red. That way we can play this. And then we're just going to kick Cinderclasm. Oh, we don't even need to. We'll go ahead and just cast this for 2. You can have your treasures. We have an answer for anything they want to do. That's all they're going to do, then who cares? Who cares? So we have the mana to just snapcast this and then activate our dragon. I think that's what we're going to do. We're definitely going to attack. Expressive Iteration. Just hit him in the face. Put this into our hand. That in the library. We'll do another Expressive Iteration. Divide by 0. Put this in tapped. Then we're just going to attack. Leave up the Field of Ruin to deal with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We also can divide by 0 any huge threat they decide to play, so... Okay, they deal 1. Was that blood on the snow? Yep, not gonna happen, big dog. We will go ahead and hit you in the face. And that's game. The power of Alrund's Epiphany. At the beginning of the format, everybody was doing Ren and 7 stuff. Seeker's Chariot. Combo's incredible. Don't get me wrong. That combo of just creating multiple, Tree Folk tokens and everything else is amazing. The problem is, people are figuring out that Alrund's Epiphany is the truth. As it always has been. And people are finding out ways to break it. And I think that card is the strongest card in the format. It's going to be. It's gonna lead the format once people figure it out. Like, this Galvanic Iteration combo is awesome. So let's get into the wrap-up. We'll talk about it. So this shell, I don't know if this shell's going to stay as powerful as it is. I'm sure eventually the metagame's going to twist and contort and find ways to deal with this shell. Now, this deck, I believe, was created by Gregors Kowalski. If I remember correctly, my memory shot. Sorry, guys. But if I remember correctly, that's where I got the list from. I was curious because I've heard things about this deck, and I was like, I like doing tempo-y stuff lately. That's been kind of my way to play Magic. Red-Green Werewolves, I'm telling you, is not going to be good enough. I just don't believe so. There's a way to break it. There's a way to do something, but I don't know if we have the tools right now, and I'm not sure. We got Worlds coming up. So someone's going to bring some sort of aggro deck that's going to take over. I think it's mono green. Mono green right now is insane. There's just no real reason to justify adding the extra color. So if you want to play aggro, play mono green. That deck, it just beats you down. And I've had creature strategies. I'm talking playing red-green werewolves and then playing against mono green. They're just Blizzard Brawl. All your stuff's gone. With werewolves, you kind of have to have stuff on the battlefield for them to really matter. And everyone's playing sweepers now. Everyone's playing really good removal. They found the most efficient removal in the colors in the format, so I don't think Red-Green Werewolves is good. But this deck, there's going to be a shell of this deck that takes over the metagame. I can promise it to you now. I don't know if it's this one. This one answers a lot of the problems, a lot of the things that we're worried about in the format right now. This card handles Ren and 7 tokens really well. This card handles, non-giant creatures and planeswalkers. 4 damage is a lot. To sweep the board and people can activate their stuff and then you just get rid of their token. And then they don't have anything on the battlefield. There's a lot of really great ways. Arguably, you could use Burn Down the House here, and it's also an extra way to get some more bodies on the battlefield, but that's not really what this deck's trying to do. This combination is a really cool find. It ends games. It's not as powerful as Emergent Ultimatum. It's not as powerful as Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. It's not as powerful as Oko, Thief of Crowns, but it's powerful enough to win games on its own. Would I have anyone craft this? Absolutely. Go for it. I'm sure you can find a shell for it, and as long as you're tuning yourself to the metagame, paying attention to, Goldfish and everything else going on, and everybody should watch Worlds, because that's going to legitimately be the foundation for the metagame for a long time. You're going to be hopping on the ladder and seeing those tournament professional Worlds decks for a long time. Everybody knows from last time, Mono Red was everywhere. The second Seth Manfield dropped that deck was in the metagame for at least 3 or 4 sets. So you just got to watch Worlds, look at the deck lists, because once that happens, they're going to be all over the place. But for now, go for it, man. And in the end, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Always come talk to me through the comments. I love to talk about Magic. I love to talk about decks. I enjoy getting to know new people. And as always, good luck out there in the Magic sphere, man. I'll see you next time.
Got my shot lined up, crossing minus plus. Will I fire on you? Bishop, knight, or rook? Bright as diamond. Some will find it rough to just rise above.